it a little while to actually explain this, because I see this a lot in a lot of Call of Duty games as well as other first-person shooters, and I'm not normally one to sit here and rant. That's normally friends I have that do that, it's normally other people that do that, not normally me. So for me to do that, let's just say I'm pretty freaking pissed. And it's not just over this, that's in everything I've ever seen. We always sit here and play the damn games that, oh, they're bad, know that, oh, the guns are bullshit, blah blah blah. Granted, there are things that are guns that are bullshit. Alright, that's in every game. There'll always be the select few guns that are overpowered for the new players, but they don't ever like to pull their heads out of their ass and actually grow out of them. This is what I want to say to the people who sit here and just use them over and over and over and play the game probably longer than I have. And I started in probably Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 is really when I actually got into it. But still, even then. Yeah, as you see, I use Fanatic. Okay, yeah, woohoo. Has do a lot. But that's okay, that's not what I mean. I mean the guns. I'm just going to use this one for an example. You see I have a VPR equipped. It's level 4. I'm Prestige 2. I've only used this gun like 3 times. And at every game, I swear to God, I can't play more than 2 matches without seeing this in a goddamn game. And I haven't played a match ever since this gun came out. I haven't been able to play a match since that thing even came out without it being in the match. Normally dual wielded. So here's my question. Why does everyone in a game, everyone who plays these things, be it Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, Ghost, whatever, sit there and bitch and bitch and bitch over weaponry? Which granted I may be doing it right now, but I'm not normally the one who does that. Every gun normally has a weakness. But I played a game earlier today where literally someone was running this. No matter which gun I used in any of my class setups, no matter what gun I would use that I actually like to use, I couldn't outshoot it. Not even the equalizer could outshoot it. And I was hitting every shot. It wasn't like I was missing. I was in his face, shooting him, and he would shoot me and kill me still. And the shotguns, I will 90% of the time be behind them. And they will turn around and shoot my ass, and I die. After I've loaded at least 5 to 6 bullets in them with an FHR or a UMP. I know it's called a MAC-tab, I'm just going to call it a UMP for my simplicity's sake. But still. Granted, this one's a little bit differently. I'm not running the lowest tier weapons, but almost every Call of Duty I've played, I ran the lowest tier weapons, while everyone else uses the highest tier weapons. Let's take Black Ops 3 for an example. You look at almost anyone's combat record, 9 times out of 10, their most deadly weapons are the M8 or the VMP, and if that's not actually their deadliest, look at their combat record inside their actual guns. In the top 3, one of those will always be the one that shows up, because that's all people know how to use. Me and some friends did League play on Black Ops 3, we banned the M8 and the VMP first. Almost everyone on the enemy team had to reset up all their stuff during the create a class section of it, because that's literally all they would use. Out of a 10 match, because if I remember correctly, there's 10 matches to where until you get your rank, we only lost 1, and that's because they used a Man of Wars, not either one of those 2 weapons, and they all worked as a team. Whereas everyone else just ran M8s and BMPs and jacked off at a fucking corner. And when that was gone, they couldn't even fight. In Ghosts, you couldn't play a single game, really, without someone sitting in a corner, jacking themselves off using a stupid M27 IAR. In Black Ops 2, you couldn't play a single match without someone jacking themselves off with a stupid-ass Scar H. Black Ops 2, in my opinion, wasn't as broken as any of the ones that are now around, but that's my point. Black Ops 1, FAMAS. Play any match you played, almost at least one bastard would be running the stupid FAMAS. The only reason why I'm running this VPR is so I can get it gold, so I can get the stupid black sky camo, that's it. That's the only reason why I'm running this stupid thing. Now, back in the beta and back in when the game first released, the NV4 was the most overpowered bullshit gun, in my opinion anyway. It melted everything, especially the stupid flatline. The stupid flatline variant of it in this game. It's ridiculous. I mean, infinite range, are you kidding me? Granted, it's a great gun, and I may myself end up saving up for it at some point, but you're never going to really see me run it that often. Because I think it's bullshit. There should be no reason people are sitting there running that crap. Let's take the stupid shotgun that they added, for example. This. M2187. I see people dual wielding this thing all the goddamn time. And yeah, it's level 6 because I ran around it a little bit because I got sick and tired of being killed by it. So I took it out and shot some people with it just for fun. Is it my primary? No. Hell no. But when I swear to God, you play any match, right now, going to any freaking TDM match, S&D match, I haven't played S&D on this, probably never will. Any TDM, any domination game, I'm willing to bet almost every single person in that lobby will be running this stupid ass shotgun. And if they're not running this, they're going to be running this. And if miraculously they're not running that, they're going to be using this other bullshit thing known as this goddamn thing. This Proteus, whatever the heck you want to call it, sniper rifle. This is one of the biggest bullshit guns I've ever seen. Why the hell do we have an integrated shotgun with a sniper? Whose genius idea is that? Who woke up one day with their hand in their ass going, oh hey, I have a great idea. Let's make a sniper with a shotgun on it. I don't even see anyone use the goddamn sniper part of it. I just see people running around with that as a goddamn shotgun. Shotgun has so much range. Why the hell would you ever use it as a sniper? I do like this one that they added. This one has no aim assist. Granted, it kills you no matter where they hit you, but with no aim assist enabled, people actually have to know what the hell they're doing to actually shoot you with this damn gun. Unlike this goddamn piece of shit that everyone runs around quickscoping with, that literally it's like you're just sitting there having the gun aimed for you. Yeah, that takes a lot of skill. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Any of these guns are just plain out annoying. This is ridiculous. And then let's get to this stupid E-Rad that's all the way up here. Normally I wouldn't throw any kind of fit towards this or even mention this thing. They added some stupid variant of it that turns into a goddamn laser pointer with unlimited range. It's worse than the stupid ass flatline. And granted, the NV4 has unlimited range. When you have a suppressor, yeah, that's complete god, but with this thing, I've only seen like 2 or 3 people using the variant. But no matter what weapon I used, no matter what gun in the arsenal I used, I would change my classes, I'd change my entire playstyle just to combat the one gun. Nothing I had could combat it. Yes, it takes 9 hits to kill, but in the time it takes it to deal 9 hits of damage, you can only shoot 2 to 3 bullets. And if you're at close range, it only takes like 3 bullets to kill. How the hell is that a gun that is balanced in a game? Well, let's see, what other weapons? I don't have the variant for this, because I really never use this weapon, but then the Ripper. Go to Ghost. That stupid Ripper, every freaking guy and their dick was running the damn Ripper. You couldn't go into a single match lobby without someone running a Ripper. Granted, this isn't the actual Ripper because, again, I don't have it. But if I go to the stupid variant thing, I can show it. And it's ridiculous. Once again, you just have to hold down the trigger button and you can eliminate an entire team for no reason at all. Now let's bring this rant over to other things. We'll go to Blackout Street again. Back to that one's little weapon category. The VMP was the biggest SMG always saw people running. As I said, look at their record, almost every time would be in the top 3. I would say this was more for Prestige Masters. It's one thing if you are a lower rank or a new player using these weapons. Alright, so if you're like now, if I saw a level 1 or 2 running around with the shotgun or the VPR, I wouldn't give a shit. They're lower levels, they're learning how to play the game, go for it. Or maybe even you're getting your ass kicked. Like you're doing 0 and 15, and you pull one of these out, 2 and 15, whatever, you pull one of them out, go for it. That way at least you're contributing to your team, depending on the game mode you're playing. But if you're not getting your ass kicked, you're not going for a camo, you're not, well, a noob, don't use this shit. I constantly see people in these lobbies doing exactly what I'm doing right now, except much worse and just constantly complaining, but then they turn around and use it as their main primary go-to weapon. Granted, I may be ranting about it right now, but in this game my go-to weapon is the MacTab, or what I'm going to call it, the UMP. If you look at my combat record, it'll say the NV4. That's because I was working on getting it gold first. I haven't. I got it gold, and then I also got the K-bar gold, and I'm working on getting the UMP. But still. Go to Black Ops 2 again. When that thing first came out, when I first started playing that game, I didn't play it straight from release, but when I did start playing it, I constantly saw people using Scorpions and Scars. Everyone called the AN-94 the overpowered gun. I called BS. I don't think any gun in Black Ops 2 was really extremely overpowered, but I would easily say that if any weapon was overpowered, it was the Scar. The thing had everything. It could kill at close range, it could kill at long range, it could kill at medium range, as long as you had the proper attachments for it. You can make that gun do whatever the hell you wanted. And in this game, I mean, you can't really compare these two exactly because of the time to kill being so ski-wampus, this one being a hell of a lot faster than that of Black Ops 2. But again, not the point. I'm just comparing the times to kill that I've always seen in all these games. I played the shit out of Black Ops 2. I've played this a lot too. I played in the beta. I'm playing it now. I played it before. Same thing with zombies. I played the hell out of zombies already too. So I've learned the guns. And just this whole week that I played it with this game with friends, this whole week, I think I've maybe played 2 matches out of, I don't know, 80, 90 something games that I haven't actually seen either a VPR, an MA to whatever the hell the shotgun was called, or that sniper. The other thing I want to call bullshit is some of these variants that, as I mentioned before, the front line, but also this K-bar inactive. I ran up to a guy 3 times, actually way more than that, and I was shooting with an FHR. At close quarter combat, an SMG should outshoot an assault rifle any day of the week at close combat quarter, at close range. At least where I was. With most players, granted that wouldn't happen because most players would miss their entire mag, and then they'd sit there and blame the game for a lag issue. I didn't miss. I saw the hit markers, I saw how low his health was, but somehow every time the bastard somehow could kill me. And I call BS. There should be no reason that should be happening. I don't know how World War II is going to work. I don't have it. I'll be getting it probably after it comes out. If it actually looks like an actual game that will actually work. I'm not saying this thing doesn't work. I'm not saying this is a bad game. I actually think Infinite Warfare is probably a decent one. By far not the best one I've ever goddamn played. But it's definitely not the worst Call of Duty I've ever played either. I was talking about Modern Warfare Remastered, since I know most of the people who bought this stupid game are the ones that actually are playing that. That's the primary one they play. I say that is 100 times worse than this was. Modern Warfare Remastered was a mess. I only had it until they came out with a supply drop thing because I just got sick of it. And I think I was only like level 23 when I quit playing it because I just get pissed off almost immediately after playing it. Everyone was using that sniper. Once I saw someone, can't remember the name of the map, it was like this, it looked like a crash site of a helicopter. And this person, you had these 5 people on the enemy team sitting in the back with that stupid M20 whatever sniper, the little green one that kind of looks like the LA-15. And they would just sit there and bring the scope up and down, hitting L2 over and over and over again, and then they'd hit R2 when the auto-aim would auto-aim to a guy. And it was doing that through walls, it was doing that all the way across the map. And don't tell me that's an aimbot. This is PS4. Sorry to tell you, we don't have... Every person in the goddamn game is not going to have an aimbot. That was a problem ever since I started playing it when the multiplayer actually was open. Hell, that was a problem in the campaign when I would steal someone's sniper rifle. That's one thing I say that this game did right. There is no aim assist, really, for sniper rifles. Granted, there's a minimal for the longbow, but that's it. Now we get to these wonderful pieces of shit. This stupid claw. Again, you're a new player, you want to run it, fine by me. When you're a higher ranked player, try and use something that actually requires you to do something else besides jacking yourself off while you freaking play a game. I constantly see just asshole after asshole running around with this shit. And you can't even combat it. Once it starts shooting, you're screwed, even at a long range, because its choke is so much. Run overdrive, run combat focus. Even the steel dragon isn't that bad. The bull charge is actually, I say it actually takes more skill to use a bull charge than it does to use the stupid ass claw. And all you do is run into shit. Even the reactive armor, in my opinion, takes a lot more skill than using this stupid ass claw. Equalizer does. Rewind, I say definitely does. Even the Reaper, the stupid ass dog that runs around, takes more skill than that. The FTL, that little boost thing. I don't really use that very much. I think it's kind of stupid. And then the dimension thing. The dimension thing I think takes a lot of skill. Even the then you have the turret. And the stupid ass turret. I get tired of seeing this thing in walls. You run down a hallway and there's a stupid ass turret sitting there almost every time because of this asshole. It's like, do you not know how to get your own kills? Granted, domination? Run it. Capture the flag, run it. Team deathmatch? Search and destroy, okay, go ahead. Team deathmatch? Leave the hell out of team deathmatch. It doesn't belong here. It is a choke point holder. It's a thing for guarding. It's not... This is ridiculous. Because it's either my team is so stupid they just keep running into the goddamn thing, or my team has it and then it's completely worthless because the enemy team aren't complete jack-offs and don't run into it. This guy really had no problem with it, unless you're sitting there running active camo with those stupid shotgun duel bullshit. Here's the point of this whole rant. It up and not spend an hour ranting about this, because I will. People, all you guys do is just complain and complain. Call of Duty community constantly complains about the flying in the air, the weapons, the fast time to kill, how everyone's a noob, how everyone's this, everyone is that. When I first started playing this game, I actually was bored out of my mind. I thought it was the easiest Call of Duty I'd ever played in my life, because everyone just sucked. The beta was harder than playing the actual game. And that's because no one could use these weapons that were pretty much evenly matched. If everyone runs non-varianted weapons, the weapons are pretty well balanced. Granted, I would still say that, excluding all the new bullshit they added, like the stupid sniper rifle, the shotgun, BPR. If you just run the normal guns, no variants, none of that bullshit, guns are pretty well balanced. Even the trencher, who its basic is, in all honesty, it's a piece of garbage. It's a pain to get kills with that thing unless you can shoot him in the head. But if you use the non-variant of it, and everyone's using the non-variants, it's actually a pretty well balanced gun. It just gets outshot because it doesn't have, even its variants are shit. I just barely went and reread it, just read up on what its variants are. Its best variant, in my opinion, is an increased range with a grenade launcher on the bottom. That's really the best one there is. The rest of them are things like, oh, get a nuke, you get 25 kills. Who the hell's gonna get 25 on a 25 kill streak in this game? With a gun. To get this atomic nuke. I have never seen anyone in this game do that. Maybe there's someone who has. Probably is. I've yet to see it. I haven't even been able to do it. I've come close. Never been able to do it. Let's see, anything else I want to say to wrap this thing up? I'll just brush up on this. Attachments. I don't care. This is not what makes shit overpowered. Stop saying these stupid Faraday slugs and hollow point, high caliber, whatever. That does not make a gun overpowered. Granted, increases headshot lethality, but you actually have to hit them in the goddamn head. And not many people do that. So get off that stupid bandwagon train and wake up to reality, because that has nothing to do with it. Unless you hit him in the head, it's worthless. It does nothing. All it does is actually make a headshot worth actually hitting. And I think that about wraps up my humongous rant here. I mean, even this thing, which used to be one of the biggest dominating guns back in the beta for close range combat that I could see, is nothing compared to this VPR. I just barely ran around with the VPR for a little while. I destroyed everybody. I only used it for like one game. And I think I carried pretty much my entire team. I even came in late. We were getting our ass kicked and we came back and won. And I had 30 kills and 2 deaths because of this gun. I didn't have to aim. All I did was slide and shoot. I didn't aim my gun, didn't aim down sight, didn't do anything. And it's all because of this stupid thing and it's a little bullshit of, oh hey, let's put dual barrels on it and dual magazines for more bullshit. Yeah, great idea. Again, to wrap it up, last thing I will say is this, as I've already said before, if you want people to quit sitting here having these problems with these games, and you actually want to get better at the game, I hear that a lot. Oh, get good and you'll be able to beat the gun. 9 times out of 10 it has nothing to do with how good a player is. 9 times out of 10, the people who are actually good are using the lowest tier weapons in the game. I see people going and just smoking people. And it has nothing to do with their skill level. 90% of them are actually complete and utter shit. The only reason why they even do good is because of the weapon in their hand. That's it. And normally I don't even do this. I don't normally ask people to share my videos, but if anyone knows anyone who plays Call of Duty, plays it, whatever, I want you to send this to them. So they can evaluate what guns they use in all the different games they play that are FPSs, or specifically Call of Duty. If they play Call of Duty games especially, have them reevaluate what the hell they use. Because they'll quickly see that 9 times out of 10, I'm willing to bet almost everyone is running one of these overpowered weapons in any of the Call of Duty games. Someone is running the top tier weapons all the time. And then they think they're this some god boss guy because they're using bullshit. Well, thanks for everyone who's seen this. I'm leaving it at that. See ya.